Okay then, Raiders, we are back. We've got loads to go over today as the devs are clearing up a massive W as they're fighting against cheaters, actually returning loot to the players who are going up against them. We've got all the details here in this video today, as well as the weekly trials leaderboards causing some issues as the leaderboards right now are completely janked up and they're not counting scores properly. We've also got to take a look at an awesome review coming from GameSpot, who reward this game massively, but more on the back foot. We also have to talk about the latency and desync inside of Arc Raiders, which right now are having the biggest problem inside of the game. This essentially means that when you get shot, you don't actually have to be hit to take the damage. This is causing some huge issues. Nonetheless, we've got to go over all of it here. If you haven't already, smash the beautiful like button, subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. And make sure that you check out our incredible sponsor, Instant Gaming, where right now you can get Arc Raiders for only 26 Great British pounds and an array of other games to boot, running up to 70% off on old and new games alike. Link in the description for that one. And if you want to get your hands on a copy of the game, or if you've already got it, then get your hands on some Raider tokens, then all you have to do is head down to the comment section and put in any coloured love heart. It'll enter you in. We'll announce it in a few days' time. With that being said, let's dive into Arc Raiders and see what's happening right now. So starting off, Embark Studios are actually doing right by the player base with regards to cheaters, as they actually appear to be giving the players who are going up against them and losing, obviously, their loot back that they had at that point of time. This post went into Reddit right here, which is a massive W for the devs. It states that your items were lost due to unfair play, but we managed to get them back for you. They're now available for you to claim and take with you on your next journey topside. We're committed to building an environment where gameplay is about skill, teamwork, and fun, not unfair advantages. Thank you for being part of the mission. Together, we're building Arc Raiders into a fair, fun experience for everyone. Now, in my eyes, this is an absolute W, as it means that the cheaters will not win. The only thing I don't know about with regards to this is whether tickets were submitted, whether there were video footages sent over to confirm it, or if this was just noticed inside of the game, and when an account is then banned for cheating, they then obviously reward the last person that they went up against, or at least that's the way that my head is associating it. There's not much detail with regards to how this actually came to be. If you guys have gone against a cheat and obtained your gear back, do let me know in the comment section what you had to do to start the motion. You never know, you may be able to help another viewer that's in the comment section looking for the answer. Moving in from that though, talking about some bad news, unfortunately, the weekly trials leaderboard does seem to be a little bit janky right now, as it's not actually working correctly. Somebody posted up in the Discord right here saying that I am now below the threshold for 2 times promotion. So the view is being updated, but the reference to me must be in the other leaderboard that my friend Seraldo has. Questions: do any other people have this problem? Queue with a friend who was not on the leaderboard. Did anyone else move to NA servers on Sunday when there were server issues? Now, this is an extremely odd one. As we can see, the player actually has 40,000 rank points, but then inside of the leaderboard, you can see that they're only sat at 9,815 points and are sat below the promotion. This is a really weird one. I don't really know what's happening with it, but this is something that they have obviously approached. Now, obviously, people are submitting tickets with regards to these mess ups, and Embark Osen, our community manager, actually responded to it, stating that the support team is currently experiencing high volumes of tickets and they're doing their best to get back to each of you as quickly as they can. Your ticket will be handled in order it was received, so please try not to open new tickets or ask for updates on existing ones, as this adds to the backlog and may delay responses. You will get an email notification when there is an update. We do appreciate your patience and understanding while the team is working through the queue. Thanks for being so amazing and bearing with us. Now, some people are even reporting that these tickets are taking up to 6 days to be responded to, which is extremely odd to say the least. But yeah, these tickets are obviously being dragged back quite a lot, and there is seeming to be some decent reason for it, as the game right now has got AAA numbers in terms of Steam charts, and we're not even talking about consoles right here, but the Steam chart alone in 24-hour peak is still at 309,000, which is only around 50,000 from the all-time peak that was hit 3 days ago. The consistency in the player base is seeming to stay real damn high, and it's definitely showing as to why. As we've just had a GameSpot review go up, and we all know that these guys are probably one of the better ones at the moment with regards to their consistency and what it is they actually state, and they plotted it out at a 9 out of 10, classifying it as a fun endgame system with quest designs and gratifying loot chase alongside moments of unpredictable and thrilling cooperation. This, for me personally, layers out the game game absolutely perfectly and definitely goes into the positive pool. Although, unfortunately, this video is very up and down, as we do have to go for a negative spin again right here, as the desync and latency right now is an absolute problem. Somebody managed to catch this screenshot right here that states, "Please fix the desync, it's crazy right now. That shot is like an entire character model away from me." And it's definitely been something that we have noticed, so much so that a specific person inside of the Reddit actually looked into it. So a massive shout out to New Mechanic 214, who took a look into the latency and desync of Arc Raiders. They go on to state right here that I tested the tick rate of the servers. It fluctuates at 3 Hz, 2 to 4 client updates per second. This is by far the worst I've ever seen a competitive multiplayer title. For reference, Counter-Strike and Valorant are at 64 to 128 Hz, PUBG is 50 Hz, and Warzone is 8 to 12 Hz. So only running at 3 Hz as an average is absolutely ridiculous. He goes on to state, though, that in practical terms, this means that for an action that another player takes to be resolved on your client, it can take anywhere from 334 milliseconds to 665 milliseconds. This will look like you are getting shot from behind cover. When you add packet loss and other factors into the mix, you start to see the desync issue people are having. This game should not have been released in this state, and competitive players are going to bounce off this title rapidly if it is not resolved. And the excuse that because it's just launched is absolutely not valid. Embark is not hosting the multiplayer servers themselves. They are hosted and virtualized. They are stretching the available compute this thin in order to save on server costs. So what's your opinion on this? How are you experiencing the game, and are you seeing the latency and desyncing side of this? As of right now, what I've essentially done when playing in cooperative, we open up the full game in terms of crossplay. But if you are playing on the PlayStation, what I would advise is definitely going down and crossing off the crossplay button so that you're only playing with console players. Not only is this like a bit more of an easier way to run it, yeah, you will load into the game a little longer, but you are going against people who have got more same targeting as you. A very small thing, but it's definitely something that I've experienced. It is making things a bit better. Let me know what you guys are thinking about the game right now and whether you're still enjoying it. As we've been asking you guys to hit the comment section and let me know exactly what you guys think, and our top comments will feature in these videos. If you want your comment to feature in the next video, get down to the comment section and put something relevant. The top voted will make its way in. This first one right here states, "I was on 3 items trying to salvage olives and fulfill my quest. I saw a Rocketeer raining fire down from the sky at the extraction point. I lured the Rocketeer away so the strangers could extract safely. I died, but I hope they made it back to Speranza." Now, I absolutely love that. And this game has so many peak points to it that lead into these sorts of areas. And especially if you're used to playing solo by now, you do have a bit of a hit and miss where sometimes you have some people who are willing to help, some people who aren't. Now, yes, this is a bit more of a competitive extraction shooter where you're supposed to be firing at each other, but it's nice to see that players are running with each other side by side at times. And what is it they all say? That's right, this next comment right here states, "Don't shoot." This is becoming one of the biggest memes in Son of Arc Riders right now, and is seeming to be something that every solo player says as soon as they see somebody else, just to see what the response actually is. I wouldn't listen to everyone though. Be wary, they'll definitely shoot you when you turn around. This next comment states, "No in-game trading. I agree with you. It will introduce real money transactions." Now, I've spoken to a lot of you guys on stream that we've been doing throughout the daytimes. Again, we'll be live tomorrow. Make sure you stay tuned to it. But this is definitely something that we don't want to see in the game. If we start to see trading, and again, we already see somewhat of a trading system with being able to drop things for other players, then there is going to be some RTX issues, and that's just where the games all go downhill. So if you can do anything for me, Embark, is just stop the trading system from ever being able to be a thing, regardless of how it's worked. Nonetheless, unfortunately, that's all we got time for today. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful like button and subscribe with post notifications turned on. Thanks again for watching, guys. I appreciate all your faces, and as always, up until the next time, I'll see you in the clouds.